fellow YouTubers, only me. I just got bit of a sharp sound in my ear from the bus's brakes. Anyway, it is Tuesday the 1st of April 2025, also known as April Fools. Well, I definitely got fooled on Facebook because there was a post. Obviously, I followed a lot of Star Trek content, as everyone knows, and there was one post saying Disney has brought Star Trek, or Disney buys Star Trek. I'm just like, no. I literally commented, I don't want Disney to buy Star Trek. I mean, I love Disney, don't get me wrong, but Disney does not do original content anymore. So Disney, leave Star Trek alone with Paramount and CBS. Well, someone commented April Fools, but seriously, I'm like, you better not buy Star Trek. Otherwise I'll be scratching my head like the time I scratched my head when it came to Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Section 31, to be honest. Yes, I've watched Star Trek Section 31. I was going to do a reaction video to that, but I decided not to. I wouldn't say it was a disappointment, but there was moments where you're like, some of it was good. The story was good, but it just needed a little bit of, I don't know. And it shouldn't be called Star Trek Section 31, because to me it had nothing to do with Section 31. Yes, they were involved, but they had nothing to do with Section 31. So I was just like, yeah, it should have been called Star Trek JoJo. Yeah. You're probably wondering, who the hell am I on about? Well, Captain JoJo, who is portrayed by Michelle Yeoh. I am not pronouncing that correctly, am I? No, I'm not. It's like George Takei. Takei? Where did that come from? I mean, she's a brilliant actress. I mean, she's had so many awards for Best Actress. I mean, the last film I've seen her in was obviously Section 31, but the last film I saw her in cinemas was actually Wicked, where she played one of the witches, and I was like, oh my god, like a woman in her like late 60s, come early 70s, looking that good and performing that well. I'm like, oh my god. But I'm sorry, Star Trek 31 didn't meet the same marks as Star Trek Picard, or so far, touch wood, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I think I would watch it again, Section 31. But again, I think if I was in the workshop behind the scenes of Star Trek, I would consider, why not calling it Star Trek JoJo instead of Section 31, because it had absolutely nothing to do with Section 31. Again, yes, they were involved, but it still had nothing to do with Section 31. But on a happy note, I am proud of Section 31 for bringing back a character that we barely got to know, really, from the Star Trek Next Generation episode, Yesterday's Enterprise, and that is none other than Captain Rachel Garrett. Well, in Section 31, she's not Captain, she's Ensign Rachel Garrett. But somehow she's along lines of Section 31. I don't know how that works, but yeah. But she's still with Starfleet. And literally seeing her younger self, it was like, oh my god, it's Rachel Garrett. So I was really happy that he brought back a character who we almost forgot, actually. Well, luckily they kind of brought her into the fold of Star Trek Picard, but as the statue of the Red Lady. But yeah, but not actually bringing her character back until Section 31. So I was like, oh my god, it's Rachel Garrett. So yeah, to be honest, I didn't know it was Rachel Garrett until she said it was Rachel Garrett. Because at first I was like, who the hell is this person? Is she also in Section 31? Then when she took the wig off, I thought, okay. And then when she actually said, I am Rachel Garrett from Starfleet, I was just like, holy mackerel. Me trying not to swear. But yeah, that was like a oh my god moment. But the film on a whole, it was a hit and a miss for me. So again, I would watch it. To be honest, I would watch it again, but I have to like really get into it, like I did with Discovery, because I didn't really get into the third season. It just totally confused me, where they went like nearly 1,000 years into the future. Well, it was actually 900 years into the future, but still. And they remained there for safety. But watching it again from season 3 up until its final season 5, it wasn't too bad. I mean, yes, there could have been things that they could have improved on, and things that I needed to understand more. But on a whole, it had a beautiful ending. A really beautiful ending. Anyways, enough about me talking about Star Trek this and Star Trek that. I've been cycling, in case you're wondering why the hell are you in this gear. Yes, I've been cycling. For the first time. Actually from home. I did test out the bikes like beforehand, when getting my bike sorted and all the rest of it. And then once my last mudguard was on, I was like, right, I'm gonna go on my bike. And hey presto, started cycling from home to Jesmond, and that was fun. It started off brilliantly. Sorry, I had to switch arms because sun was blaring. But yeah, it started off as a breeze. Literally cycled from home all the way to near Jesmond. So we're in the Jesmond area. However, we went on this steep hill that takes you down quite a bit, and because of the brakes on my bike, it wouldn't slow down my bike at all, and I didn't think that, and it just was not in sync at all. So I had to use my foot to stop myself, nearly tripped over my bike, and then ended up with this, a scrape on my arm. So there was my carer going, yeah, you're gonna need the antiseptic cream for that. I was just like, I'll be fine. I'll get back on my bike again, no problemo. But yeah, it was literally like, oh boy. Literally an oh boy moment. It was like, oh dear, I've scraped against the wall. What's next? But ended up at Jesmond Dean anyways, which was cool. Totally enjoyed myself. We just sat and had lunch right up until like 1ish, and then we had to make tracks back home, and that was it. So at least it was a smoother ride getting back. That's all I can say. No more scrapes or bruises. But yeah, that was like a first wound. And my mum tried to put TCP. Well, yeah, there wasn't any left. So then it became salt water. Then she put a plaster on it. And then the plaster started to come off a bit. So that's why it's bandaged. Oh, I played a prank on her because obviously being April Fool's. You see this pin on the thing? Once she had it in, I literally used my acting thingy and I literally went, ow! My mum literally jumped out her skin. I was like, don't you ever do that again. I was in stitch it. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was fun. It was like, yeah, don't do that again. And then she tried to like bandage my mouth closed, and I was just like, I can still talk, you know. Like, that was funny. It was funny. I'm hoping it'll be another warm day next week, so be back cycling hopefully next week. If it's not, we'll think of something. But I'm going to keep testing my brakes quite a bit to make sure that they do work. The front one's okay. It's the back one that's kind of like, do I, don't I? And because being mongoose, I don't have like actual gears for my bike. It just goes as it goes along. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if it is going to be a lovely day on Thursday, since it's my last day at Spectrum, I'm thinking of cycling there. Like literally cycling all the way to Spectrum, because that should take me less time than on buses and metros. So I might do that. Take my bike to Spectrum, and they'll be like, why are you cycling to Spectrum? I thought, nice change. But it is going to be my final day, Thursday. I was going to extend it to the 10th of April, but obviously I can't, because I have an opportunity for temporary work placements. So I've got one at Teesside University on literally Monday coming. So that's the 7th of April, which is actually the same day where I have to take my mum to the Freeman Hospital for the audiology appointment. I'm like, when they say 10:30 start, obviously a meet up at Wall's End, I was like, yeah. And then but they've changed it to 11:30. Oh my god. And I must remember, I just remembered just now, like, to tell my carer to cancel my Monday call, because of that, because it's from 11:30 until 4 o'clock. And it's like, yeah. And I was like thinking, do I transfer it to a Thursday? But I've also just remembered I can't transfer the hours on Thursday. It has to be 8 hours on Tuesday and 7 hours on Wednesday, because on Thursday and Friday, next Thursday and Friday, I've got a filming thing. That's why I can't go to Spectrum on that day. That's why I'm making this Thursday my last Thursday at Spectrum. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. Literally. So, but yeah, it was a glorious day at Jesmond Dean. Apart from the scrapes, but all in all, I should be fully functional, as they would say. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be fine. I'll be totally fine. I'll be cushy musty. Anyways, I gotta go. I've been on here for like 17 minutes and 10 freaking seconds. So I'll catch you later, YouTubers. Live long. Oh, hang on. Live long and prosper. And then I'll see you when I see you. Ta-ta. Don't forget, you can like, comment and subscribe. Only if you want to. Live long and prosper. Scotty, beat me up.